Hey, y'all, what's up? It's your girl JoJo, and I'm here with the review for Married at First Sight. I don't know the episode number because I never know the episode number, but I always have it right in the little description thing. So, anyway, how y'all doing? It's too much stuff up on my computer. All right, so it is my lunch break. I just ordered me some food, so I'm happy. I'm about to eat real good, but we got to get this done. So, I got my timer on. I ain't playing with y'all today. I'm about to go ahead and hit the button on it. All right, we about to get started. Let's get it out of the way. Let's see how we do. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start off the episode by saying I might have been wrong. I might have been wrong, but time will tell, and we'll get into that in later in the review. So the episode starts out with everybody waking up in the morning, getting breakfast because they are about to go onto the catamaran and have them a very fun-filled day. So we have Austin and Jessica eating breakfast. Austin comments how he has him a very strong woman. He wanted a strong woman, probably like his mama. And they seem to be getting along very, very well, talking about dogs and moving in together and all that stuff. The next person we have getting ready, we got Katie and Derek. We got Brandon and Taylor, and we do have Mindy and Zach. Mindy and Zach, it is just as awkward as it has been the past couple of episodes. He asked her, did she take a shower that morning? But she had already told him that. I guess he wasn't listening. But she said she's going to wear green to the catamaran because that's his favorite color. She's going to wear the bathing suit, and I don't know. He just seems very uninterested, but they're getting ready. They're getting ready anyway. So when they get onto the van, I immediately noticed that Katie was a little bit aggravated. Not the type of aggravation like where she was going to cuss somebody out, but she had the aggravation of like, I just want to chill, take a ride. I don't want nobody to talk to me right now. That's kind of how she was looking. And even when she answered questions, like she would engage, but it didn't seem like she wanted to at the time. So I noticed that right off. But they're talking about babies on the van. And everybody is saying, maybe not right at this minute, 1 to 2 years or 1 to 2 kids. That kind of conversation is going on. But Zach is not comfortable with the conversation. As a matter of fact, Zach says, I don't even know about all of that. So Mindy, in an effort, I guess, to try to cover for Zach, she's just like, yeah, maybe some dogs first, and we'll probably just, have some animals. And again, it was awkward. And I would really hope that the matchmakers would not pair people up who were unsure about children. Like, if you definitely want to have them, don't pair that person up with somebody who is not sure, doesn't want to, because that is a very serious thing. You can't go back and forth with that. Either you do or you don't, or y'all both are unsure. But for the most part, it's a do or don't. So I would hope they wouldn't do that, but child, you'll never really know. So when they get onto the catamaran, Mike and Meka not coming. We're gonna talk about them later. But they get onto the catamaran and they're having a great time. And for all of y'all out there that's doing any traveling, if you and your group put y'all money together, if y'all can get like a yacht for a few hours or half the day, it is really worth the money. Me and my line sisters did that when we went to Cabo, and when I tell you we had a good time, the way they was acting on their catamaran was mild compared to how we was acting. When I tell you we was cutting up, I mean, we did chill out, but that first hour or so, it was just a whole bunch going on. Every time somebody went past it, they would be like, oh, we had us a really, really good time. I would do that again if I could, but if you can get that experience, please do so. It was a lot of fun. So everybody is on their little doodles and they're swimming in the water. At one point, they lose Zach. He goes off by himself, but he comes back. They're having a good time. They're engaging with one another. When the guys get together solo, they again want to know who has sealed the deal. And I'm just like, y'all like kids. Every time y'all get together, y'all want to know who did it. Austin says he doesn't kiss and tell, but we know what that means. Derek, he's had him a good time. Brandon says he's close. I don't know what Brandon believes he's close to, but he ain't close to that. Close to a nervous breakdown of some sort, but not that sexual relations. Then we have Zach, who definitely isn't getting any, and I'm not even sure if he wants any. Matter of fact, he kind of looking around like, haven't really happened yet, but I don't really like her, so that's part of the reason why. He doesn't say that, but it looked like he wanted to say that. Zach and Mindy are hard to watch. I have a really, really difficult time watching them because I know that one person deeply liked the other person initially. I think she's coming off of that, but added to the fact that she's not all that secure with herself, and I like Judge Lynn Toller said, never let a man tell you he don't want you more than once. And I don't know if I would be able to keep handling him saying things like that, but that's just me. Maybe I'm not as secure as I need to be. I don't know. Anyway, the girls have their girl talk, and Mindy does express her frustration. Who is this behind me? Anyway, Mindy does express her frustration with Zach during their girl talk. And the girls try to encourage her to be patient. I really don't think they know what else to say, but maybe because Mindy doesn't say exactly everything that Zach is saying, which is a good thing. You're supposed to keep certain matters to yourself with your relationship. But they probably don't know the severity of the situation, so they tell him to be patient and try to wait and try to fill him out. But she says it has been really difficult. Katie and Derek, Katie says they're pretty good, but we're going to talk about them too. Taylor says that Brandon has an attitude sometimes, but she gets past it. He's sorry, y'all. She said he's like my little diva, my little princess. I laughed the whole episode, if y'all can't tell. So she gets over the tantrums that her little diva throws occasionally, and they just continue forward with their relationship. But they're still working a lot of things out. One of the things that they're working out is Taylor's social media. So Brandon, when she goes to take a picture, Brandon is off to the side, like she always taking pictures. She always want to be on social media. She has this large following, and I don't really like when girls have a large following like that. They just come off as fake. I don't really deal with Instagram models or girls with a large following of that nature. I do get it. I'm not a big Instagram person either. I have a family photo on my Instagram that I took in December. Before that, I hadn't had a photo on my Instagram since like July. So I'm the same way, but I understand. I had to learn anyway to understand that people use their social media for various reasons. And, as long as you are able to separate, like you're not constantly on your phone, then I don't think it's unhealthy. But if your head is always down in your phone, if you can't even drive without checking Instagram, then that's when you kind of like, all right, are you really doing this for the likes or not? But I've learned that most people actually do like social media, and I actually am not the norm. When even my mother and my older family members, so I'm actually not in the majority. Brandon probably isn't either, but he's on a reality show with cameras that are documenting his life, and if you don't like your life to be documented, then you shouldn't be a part of any of this. You know what I'm saying? So Taylor and probably everybody else there are obviously like the types of people that don't mind documenting at least certain portions of their life, or at least open to it. But Brandon says he is not, and that this whole thing has been very hard for him, as well as Taylor being a social media girl. Okay, cool. So anyway, let's move on. I do want to talk about Mike and Meka a little bit. So the two of them opted not to go on the catamaran. I like to say it like that. They opted not to go because they're going to spend some time together in the city. I was worried because Meka had on her glasses and she looked tight. Her face looked tight. She got all that good bone structure and don't want to smile. I don't understand. If I had that natural bone structure, baby, you wouldn't even... But I'd be walking around all the time just smiling. Because when your cheekbones are high like that, you don't really have to smile. All you got to do is give people a look. Okay, I used to date somebody like that. And I'd be like, are you laughing at me? And he would say, no, you were crazy. I said, no, I thought I saw you laughing at me. So just now, you weren't laughing at me. But that's just how their face is made. So I really wanted her to smile. But child, that doggone Meka. Okay, let's talk about it. So they start walking around the city, and they sleep separately again before that. And so they're waking up. They're talking about what they plan to do. And Mike is really trying to get there. He really wants to try to make this work. And so he says that he is going to be open today. He is going to be talkative today. And baby, did he talk it. Okay, Mike is actually one of them people that once you get him started, he ain't going to stop talking. And I'm okay with that, because I think we've wanting to see him open up. So he's a chatty Cathy. He just talking. They go get some little ice cream type smoothies. Meka stick with what she know. Michael say he go try something different, and he ended up regretting it. So I was laughing at that too. She said, "What is it?" He said, "Something I don't like." Oh, child, I don't know why I was so tickled. Anyway, I'm still looking at the episode like, Meka, if you don't crack a smile, this man is talking to you. He trying to make jokes with you. I need you to pull it together. So when they get to the confessionals and they're talking about, what might have been the hang-ups or what was going on, and Meka was like, well, I think a part of it was Michael, but I think another part of it was me just having to get past my own BS. I said, come on now. Y'all got to give it up. I'm so sorry. Now we've been talking about her, and y'all gonna have to give it up, okay? Because that comment was spot on. I appreciate it. I said, see, y'all doubted my girl. She trying. She still need to smile, but she trying. She trying. So anyway, maybe them ponytails tight. I can't wait till she take that out of her head. I don't like weave, really, that long straight weave on her. I like her natural hair. I think her natural hair is really pretty. So, but I know when you go on vacation, you don't want to be twisting every single day. So they go out and they go to the market and they're picking up different things. They talk about how they want to take, when they have children, they want to take their children on vacation to see the world. Michael says he's been to about 40 states already, and he would love for his children to have that experience. I want my wife to also have that experience. Meka, you could tell that her childhood was very, I won't say limited, but she had to take on a lot of responsibility. She actually has talked about that before. Even her mom says she's like a mother to her, so that let me know the dynamics of that family home. And she didn't get to do a lot of that stuff when she was a kid. They also sit down and they talk about, he gets into kind of his profession, how he got into it, how the teachers made a difference in his life, how the people who were guiding him made a difference, and he wanted to make that same difference. And he hopes that through the programs he creates and the things that he does, that somebody will say that this helped me. And that's how he tries to be throughout his life. That's what he wants to give to his family, his friends, and hopefully even give that to you. And I was just like, oh, Big Mike, put that game on her mic. Oh, I was so tickled. But Meka, she cracked a smile, y'all. Did y'all see it? I was like, yes. Finally, we getting a little something out of her. He's throwing out that cold ice box that she can sometimes have. I mean, I like Meka, y'all, so it's all, I've been here. I've been in these places. So that's why I'm laughing so much. Anyway, okay, what's next? I got a lot of notes. Okay, so later on, the couples get back together because they're going to have dinner, talk about how the catamaran went, talk about the fact that they're going home tomorrow together. So Jessica and Austin, they talk about, how they want to raise their children, religions, and stuff like that. I think they're going to be okay. They're going to have a little bit of adjustments, but for the most part, I think those two are going to be fairly okay. They're going to have, typical move-in problems. Then when Derek and Katie talk, we learned that Katie is needing a little bit of space. And not that she wants to be apart from Derek, but there's just certain, boundaries that she has to set with Derek that haven't been set yet. And I think that's what she was trying to tell him during the dinner, but I don't know if Derek understood what she was trying to say, because she comments how that morning she jumped in the shower and he jumped in there with her. And she was like, okay, I guess this is marriage. And I just want to let you know, Katie, no, it is not marriage. I'm not married. But that's not necessarily always how marriage goes. Of course, it's your honeymoon, so he probably thought it was okay. But eventually in a marriage, you do have to, in a relationship, you usually learn this, but since y'all didn't date, in a relationship, you usually learn the amount of space that people need, the amount of boundaries that people need. I have been accused of being quite spacey myself, so I understand, but the person I'm with is spacey, so it works, trust me. I might go stroll in there and be like, hey, you want to watch a movie together? Are you good? And it don't work for everybody, but we like it. So just set your boundaries that you need to set, and let it flow from there, and then have the conversations, and try to be as kind as you can about it without saying, I don't want you around me. They'll be okay, but it's something they just gonna have to work on that. Typical move-in problems though. Then we go on to who next, y'all? Brandon and Taylor. Brandon wants to get the social media thing hashed out. He don't really care for the social media following. You got a lot of followers. You're doing stuff for likes. And I feel like people like that are not real. Like, I want to be with somebody real. But he also comments that the fact that she's able to sit her phone down, have a dinner with him, lets him know that he is important to her. This moment is important to her. And so she can have that balance. And it does seem like Taylor does have a balance. Even though she is on her phone, you'll catch her on it a good bit, like when you're just watching the background of the show. But for the most part, she has that reasonable balance. I could never be on social media with somebody who wanted to like video everything. Social media. In a relationship with somebody who wanted to video everything, take pictures of everything, because that's not me. Now, if you want to do it with your business, that's fine. But me, that's not me. Like, we would just have to divide up our, I don't want to be on your video all the time. My hair and stuff ain't done. Don't you do that. But I don't want to be a part of that. So maybe they can balance it out that way. What else did they talk about? Oh, my alarm going off. Let me hurry up. That was really pretty much it with them, but I'm going to come back to them. Then Mindy and Zach, again, another awkward conversation. Another time of Zach letting Mindy know that he's not really feeling it. He's trying to feel it, but it's really awkward. And maybe when I get back to DC, I can feel it a little bit better because I'll be in my own surroundings and we won't be like, here with nothing to do but be with each other every single day. He don't say that, but that's what he was getting at. And get into my routine. And Mindy was just like, well, what do you want me to do for you? And I was just like, oh, Mindy, just be yourself and continue loving yourself. And he either gonna come around or he not. Like, I don't know what else to say about Mindy and Zach, honestly. But it's sad. Like, I would feel bad if I were her, because who wants to go on a honeymoon and not even, well, it's another couple going through that, but barely be touched. I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Mindy and Zach. Then we move on to Mike and Meka. Now, they are still out on the town. They look like they're on some balcony. They're talking about the discussion that everybody else is talking about, moving in together. Michael just says, what did he say? I can't even remember. But it wasn't anything crazy. Like the same thing that everybody else has been saying. Just trying to, get to a comfortable space and feel each other out more. And he also asked her how she's feeling, and she was like, everything is feeling better, everything is feeling more natural. They both agree that it's all feeling a little bit better, for them. So that's good. Then when he asked Meka, like, what are her reservations, that doggone Meka got a laundry list of rules in her house that she need, when you don't wake me up out my sleep, don't do this, if you gonna be doing this, don't do that. I don't even remember all them rules. And Michael was just looking at her like, He was almost laughing at her. And I'm just like, that's what you gotta do with people like Meka. You can't take them too seriously. Because, girl, everything not gonna be your way. I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm sure Michael is used to this because his older sister seemed like she got a little bit of this in her. Like she might have been a little fussy. So he just looking at her like, girl, please, as he needed to. And I don't even know if she was taking herself seriously, because the way she was talking, I was like, girl, shut up. But then, what did Michael say to her? Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't even think she took herself seriously. But after she got done with all them rules, Michael informs her that the reason why he kept trying and the reason why he kept coming back, because he really does feel like she is his person, and he's starting to see why they were matched together. I was like, game number 2, put it on her mic. And when I tell you that Meka finally gave me a real, like a for real, genuine smile, and then she offered to give him the hug, and he kind of nestled down in her neck, I was like, yes. Oh, it felt like like a game-winning basket. I felt so good. And I was wrong. I really did not see how in the world they got matched together. I still don't know if I fully trust the process, and I don't know if the two of them are going to make it still. But that moment, at least, was really nice to see. Mike, you done got you a hug. You done finally got to push up on something. You still ain't getting none. Because when they went to bed that night, she put that pillow on too. And Meka, why you got that man sleeping in a robe? He looked hot. He looked uncomfortable. He trying his best to make this child happy with her high maintenance self. But she got this robe on. I said, she got to be anemic. Who goes to sleep with a full robe on like that? Or pants, for that matter. I think people who sleep with pants is weird. I'd be like, child, I got to get these tree trunks out. Okay? Anyway, y'all, I'm hungry. Let me get off. Was that it? No. Okay, so at the very end of the episode, we got my little diva, my little princess, Taylor's husband done showed out, Brandon. He tired of the cameras following him around. He tired of being followed and documented. I just want to go get some water. Like, I don't understand why we got to sit down and talk. We've been filming all day. Y'all been doing this all day. And the lady is just like, it's a reality show. This is what we do. This is what you signed on to do. And you know, I'm getting sick of all y'all reality stars or peoples getting onto these shows and disrespecting the camera people and the production staff. This is what y'all signed on for. This is their job. Quit putting your dirty hands on their camera lens, on their equipment. That equipment is expensive. One good time, I want one of them cameramen to come across their table on one of these people. I want them to dive on one of these folks. For real. So they'll know it's not a game. But, he don't want to be in front of the camera. Then he said, I guess we just going to sit on the elevator because I'm not filming nothing else. Then Taylor tries to speak reason to him, right? And Taylor is like so even keel. Like, you would think she works with children, how even she is. But she was just like, look, I don't want you showing out like this. I don't want you to be this way. Just try to work with these people. This is their job. And I want to be with the nice Brandon. I don't want to be married to somebody that's mean and talks to the production team mean. So all of a sudden now Brandon say, you don't want to be married to me. So now he mad. Okay, he upset. He don't even go pack his stuff. And Taylor, you a good one for packing his stuff. You really are on your wife's behavior. Because when I tell you, first of all, I wouldn't have been on that van with him. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, I would have been like, well, I don't know how you getting out of this airport because your stuff is upstairs and you're gonna have to pay extra because I'm sure Lifetime ain't paying for no extra days, and now your stuff is up there extra day, so you better go pack it. I would not have packed his stuff. I'm sorry. Not showing out like that and not talking to me like that. You gonna have to lower your tone. But she was being a wife, so good for her. All right, she packed it up. Brandon was on there showing out, saying F her and all of this other stuff. I've never been with anybody who said that to me. And when you say like F you, that comes from a different place. I don't have time for that. I don't know what Brandon's apologetics are going to be on the next episode. But baby, when I tell you, they better be more than enough. But that's it, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you thought about the episode. See y'all next time. Bye. Child, why it took so long to stop the video? This way you got to be ready. You got to be on. Let me do it again. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.